Morning.
I have the coveted next to last pitch, so you're all suffering from a bit of pitch fatigue, I imagine. Try to keep it lively. My name is Dan Gilbert, co-founder of BeeBell. I'm here with my colleague Cosmo Spira today. I'm told to stand on this X, so I'll do my best to stay put. So let me tell you about the company. I grew up 500 miles to the southwest of here in a small town outside of Oklahoma City, and I've lived for the past 23 years, believe it or not, in Silicon Valley, right in the heart of where technology, what's considered the epicenter of stuff that's emerging. It's great, I love it, but there's also a downside to this technical wave that we're in, which is screen time. It's too much of this. I've got 2 young kids, and I worry deeply about the world they're growing up in, which is far too much mediated, if you will, by technology, and not enough by interacting with real people face to face. The thing I fell in love with about BeeBell, I've been an early stage investor, an angel investor for the past 10 years, the first 7 of which I was part-time while I was doing my time in corporate America, the last 3 of which I've been full-time. And when Cosmo first approached me with this idea, I fell in love with it on the basis of this is a way to get people engaged with other people in the real world. And for me, that's a mission. The concept we're going to talk to you today about is how to apply this technology to the sports arena. And to walk you through how this might work in terms of getting fans engaged, not sitting in solitary confinement watching the game on the TV, but rather getting involved with others, and feeling that community spirit, feeling that passion that comes from watching something you're deeply invested in with others. As I mentioned, I've been a startup investor for a while. I've had some strikes, I've had some gutters. The lesson I've learned, I've tried to summarize here how I approach investments, what I look for in a company that I choose to put hard-earned cash into. And for me, it comes down to 3 questions. Does the startup solve a real problem? Is there a genuine need that's out there in the marketplace that I can wrap my mind around? And does the startup actually address it? Does it fix the issue? Secondly, can the solution reach its audience cost effectively? This is a channel strategy, a marketing question. I don't care how good your mousetrap is, if there's not a well thought through and viable way to get it out there in front of consumers, it's not worth it. It's worth a pair of 7s at best. Thirdly, can the team execute? Is the team, these folks that actually have the experience, the passion, and the ability to work together to deliver on this promise, to deliver the solution? And for me, what we'll sell to you today is a bit of gray hair. You can see I blame my kids for this, but both of us have been around the block a couple times. So we bring to this the sense of like what prior experience has taught us, as well as the notion of the importance of being capital efficient and disciplined about your approach. In far too many startups I've seen, you have a great idea, but the founders can't truly be in it together. You lose the focus due to ego or to an excess of optimism, if you will. And so in this case, we'll talk to you a bit today about what we think the exit strategy might be. And while we think this is a tremendously valuable idea, we're also being realistic about what can be delivered and what we can bring back to you as investors. The problem, finding events is hard. Discovering things to go do that fit your interests and your time and your space is difficult. The idea of finding a fixed location is a trivial problem. That's been long solved. So if you want to go figure out what museums to go to, what restaurants to go to, an event, which is something like a lecture, wine tasting, watching a game in a bar, cycle ride, pick up basketball game, the full gamut of human activity. The stuff that's actually interesting is actually very difficult to go find. Because these events pop up, they emanate from thousands of sources in any metropolitan area. The data is incredibly noisy. It's not in some sort of fixed format. It's easy to search. Events get canceled, rescheduled all the time. So if you are actually trying to find something to go do in St. Louis tonight, you're left to your own devices. You've got to go figure out, go find a pet. Go on Google, try to figure it out. And if you go to I stay at the Holiday Inn, a block away from here, and I asked the concierge, what's going on in the city, just for sport, and he referred me to the rack of plastic laminated things, which were printed probably in 1975. Like, okay, I know there's an arch here, cool, great. Anyway, the notion that we've got here is we've sought to tackle this problem. All of us have far too little time, The information is out there, but it requires way too much energy research, and recommendations, if they're delivered at all, are on the level of that rack of plastic things. We saw the solution, and here credit goes to my co-founder Cosimo for having the brains behind the operation, for identifying, developing the hot sauce of our technology is combing through this myriad of data using artificial intelligence, using machine learning to scrape the information that's out there from thousands of sources and automatically tag it in terms of what kind of event it is, when it is, and what the audience should be, what will this align with in terms of the interest from our audience. Secondly, without human curation, by the way, and we talked to you in Q&A about competitors, and we can confidently assert that we have not found a single competitor that's found a way to do this without having human beings comb through the information, which works great if you're talking about a small area, does not scale. Secondly, the technology allows us to go forth and prioritize and classify the interest level of each individual along not 5 dimensions, but hundreds. Think of it as a vector with hundreds of sliders that can be moved to the left or the right that characterize an individual's level of interest in very fine-grained types of events, not just lectures, but foreign policy lectures, not just music, but jazz in a small venue, not just baseball, but minor league baseball. Those characterizations then get updated in real time as individuals search for the events, get served up events, and click or don't click on things that might interest them. We learn along the way what resonates and what doesn't. Momentum. So far, this venture has been funded by Cosimo, I think. We've done this with our own money and been deliberately frugal with how we spend the cash. Spent a minimal amount of money on marketing, almost nothing. To this date, we've got 350,000 users that are actually using the application. That's purely through a couple of Facebook ads, a couple of AdWords, and word of mouth circulation, if you will, of the idea. What's remarkable, what I take a great deal of pride in, is the repeat usage rate. 7.5% of our users click on the app and use it on any given day. Almost a third of our user base uses the app within any given month. This is against the backdrop, for context, of the 50 million applications that are downloaded every day. 95% of those are deleted within 4 weeks. 1 in 4 is deleted after the first use. So the very fact that we've created a solution that has this level of stickiness is the clearest demonstration I know of that we've created a solution that addresses a genuine problem and keeps people coming back.
And I'm picking up from here. What we did was basically create a partnership strategy with the market. And the reason is obviously that going to keep the single consumer that is too expensive, so we partnered with some of the leaders in the financial industry, the travel industry, and sport. The financial industry, we are partnering with one of the leading credit card issuer, courtesy for which we have a go live date of next week, hitting 50 million customers. We have partnered with Italia and another one for using the application to provide for people who buy the tickets with a way to look for events and destinations. And more important, we partner with some of the world-leading sports. Here is the example that we are doing with Barcelona and AC Milan and Atletico Madrid. And the partnership here requires their interest in North American market. And how do I get engaged with my fans when the game is in Barcelona, but my fans are watching the game in the United States? It is a little bit of a glance of the application. So by the way, the application is downloadable. This is what it looks like for courtesy, but for end users you can download. In fact, yesterday we loaded the events for St. Louis. What I want to talk quickly, because we are running on the 10 minutes mark, is how we're going to provide engagement with fans outside of the state. So we're working with a company called First Data who owns some of the relationship with merchant retails. We are working with those guys to build up a fan zone for sports team so that you can create watch practice events those area for Barcelona fans, AC Milan fans, and Atletico Madrid fans. So when the game is on, fans can use that knowledge either through their direct app of the sports team or through our app or through social media to find out where to go and watch the game. Now, how do we engage with them? Well, we know where they are. We basically have built some sort of technology that allow us to determine particular topic moments of the game by analyzing the noise level. So what we did an experiment that automatically you can detect what is a topic moment of the game by looking what is the noise level inside. So we reward back when the noise level peaks, we reward back 20 seconds with video stream the actions that has to be there by to the end user customers, to the fans, by also providing them with an option to purchase merchandise that are related to the players of the action. That's basically what allow us to increase their revenue stream. So that's something important. This is what we're going with first data. And as you can see, like we do provide the merchants with some type of analytics to understand how better prepare themselves. The addressable market is huge. I'm not going to stay on this, but ticket alone is $50 billion worldwide. Loyalty loyalty cards $20 billion, and advertising more than business model simple. We get a cut from the end user, we get a cut from the enterprise that we engage with, and we get a cut by helping them to sell more tickets into this. And we get $50 per year per merchant that wants to be part of this fund zone. The team is quite, it's here.
Team, sir?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cosmo. So the team, as you can see, is pretty seasoned. We've got a mix of folks, many of whom have been through the startup mill a few times, so we've learned what works and what can drive the company out. We've also got a terrific mix of advisors, including Hal Varian, who's the chief economist of Google, and a guy who's credited with inventing what is likely the single most profitable invention in human history, which is the AdWords pricing algorithm that Google uses to price the search terms. So we've got a lot of folks pulling for us. The key point in any startup investment is how do we plan to get out? How do we plan to give you your money back and then some? And what we thought through is our goal is to create a great company. We're not in this to try to create this mammoth business and flip it. We aim to deliver real value for our stakeholders, all of you, as well as our partners that Cosimo mentioned, and our end users. Secondly, the space is very intriguing to many. Think about it as the new juggernauts in the internet space, Google, Facebook, and so forth, as well as traditional media leaders. You all know who these folks are, so I won't belabor it. All these folks see this as a fascinating space and are very interested in potentially acquiring companies that prove their strategies and winning answer. With strong partners, we believe it's very credible that within 2 years we can hit a revenue run rate of over $10 million and achieve valuation at a conservative multiple of $100 million. In summary, let's go back to 3 questions we posed at the start. Can we start to solve a real problem? Yes, I honestly believe that we've addressed an issue that's proven by customers voting with their feet and coming back to this app at a rate that puts us in the top 5% of all the apps that exist out there in the world. Can the solution reach its audience? Yes, we thought through not how to do hand-to-hand combat to reach our end customers, but to work with partners to leverage their marketing infrastructure and their relationships to get this in front of the end user. Thirdly, can the team execute? Yes, we talked to you about how our seasoned team will pull together and deliver against a realistic set of expectations. Yes, let's close with the request from all of you. We believe there's a tremendous investment opportunity here, and we plan to use the funds that we obtained in this round to achieve 4 objectives. Firstly, deliver outstanding results for the folks we're already engaged with, which include the partners Cosimo referenced. Hard to see Alitalia, as well as E&Y, PwC, and First Data in the sports world. Secondly, deploy this platform specifically with a targeted use towards sports franchises, hopefully address the market that's sitting in this room. Thirdly, engage with top merchant chains, which we believe are very interested in this prospect. And fourth, spin this into the college world as well. We see the tremendous opportunity to help alumni organizations engage with the graduates and help build that loyalty and pull the level of engagement from alumni bases around the world. So with that, we spin it over to, I believe that's the last page, spin it over to Q&A. please.
Q&A.
Thanks, Chris.
Show of hands for questions. One over here, one over there.
I could yell my 2 words, why us?
Which sense, why you?
Why this accelerator? You're out of California, you guys seem to have a great model. You've got some really key partnerships in the works and signed up a number of people already. What are you going to get out of it?
Well, it was the only accelerator. We want to be on sport vertical. We think we have our clear understanding in the financial industry. In addition to courtesy, we're working with MasterCard and we're working with Visa right now. So we have a clear understanding on the partnership from the travel and hospitality industry. We are the preferred partner of Priceline Network, which owns Overtable. But we didn't really look in Silicon Valley for a focus on sports. So this accelerator would have give us that type of knowledge on how to penetrate the sport industry. So that's the reason why.
Let me throw out my own answer as well, building on Cosmos. Honestly, Silicon Valley, in my view, is starting to breathe their own exhaust. It's becoming too insular, and you pitch to many VCs, and they're looking for the next Uber, right? And I want Uber for dog walking, or Fitbit for dogs, both of which exist, by the way, and have been funded. What we're taking here is actually not just money, but advice and connections and relationships that help us engage in a deeper way with this whole market that we believe is the best place for the solution to find a home.
Really cool piece. The question I have is, how do you manage the pay versus the earned use? What I mean is, you're obviously going to have brands and establishments that are going to pay you to drive folks there, but you're also going to have some very cool events that people want to go to because they're cool. That 14-year-old or 25-year-old is incredibly savvy and doesn't want to be told where to go. So they want to find things that are cool because they're cool. That 25 to other, which I'm in that group, wants to be told where to go, but it's easier. So how do you manage, a great account list that's paying you hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to drive that consumer versus it's cool because I come in?
Yeah. We plan to be totally open book with folks. And honestly, if you look at the Google model, it's increasingly blurry what's paid for and what isn't. And we never want to achieve that. You're being directed to go see Bozo the Clown because that's who's paying us a huge amount of money. We want to make it very open in terms of where the recommendations are coming from. And to be candid, for some demographics at certain points in time, it's not going to be box seats at the opera, right? We actually see that as part of the value proposition, which is we're going to deliver to you things that are germane to you, given who you are, what time it is, and where you are. So we will never promise to a sponsor or to a partner that we're going to artificially drive traffic toward them when it's not relevant. If we were to do that too overtly, we would lose our audience. People would tune out because there's far too much of that forced direction out there in the market now. So we plan to deliver to that.
I can extend on that. Recommendations are actually done in an automated way. So a 14-year-old's different profile, so it will get matched to a different set of events that actually are more on its interest level than not what would be on somebody else.
So if you look at R2C, for example, our partner in Italy, they've got a number of tranches of card holders, right? They've got the equivalent of a Centurion black card holder who's got boatloads of money, extremely liquid, as well as the kid who's just coming out of college and the first credit card has much less to spend. They see it as enticing that we can actually deliver germane recommendations for each of those tranches and have things that are relevant for the top tier of the wealth cluster, as well as folks who are just starting out and be relevant to that audience and be there for them throughout the whole product cycle.
What role, if any, will free events play on your application?
Abundant. We have a number of events that are out there, and again, our goal is to provide the best match for a level of interest at any given time. What we found is that in many cases, free events, there's a freemium model. For example, a bookstore we work with in the Bay Area, Kepler's Books, it offers free seats standing room only, but also offers paid seats that allow you to get up front and actually potentially meet the author who's pitching a book. So we see it as advantageous both for our end users who offer a full spectrum of paid and unpaid, but also it's a gateway drug that allows us to bring folks in the mix and potentially upsell them to payments.
I just want to also stress one thing about free events. Actually, it's very important for us to have an understanding of free events, because free events drive people, and people is traffic. And what we're doing with First Data today, which basically provides analytics to point of sales merchants, what we're doing, we're providing some additional predictive model where we enhance their offering by understanding the flow of traffic on a future date. So for example, for the next week, there will be a given zip code, the type of demographics that there is, and how this breaks down on an hourly basis, eventually even on a daily basis. So those guys can now, as a merchant, can now understand how to basically engage with those people better by providing ad hoc promotions based on the demographics and the flow of traffic.
And that is it. You're off the hot seat, gentlemen. Good job.